Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you for your undivided attention. I so appreciate you sit with me. Today's class is about loopings, loop of the mind. Have you had that experience when the mind just go over and over thing, and you are able to spot the loop? You say, I am thinking a lot about this person, or about this worry, or about this concern. That is easy, right? That because it's so in your face that you say, okay, why I am giving this incredible amount of energy to that specific loop. So let's have three things that can lead you to a way out. Number one, you don't have enough information about certain lesson that you need. So, for example, if I am always thinking about my plants, you know I am a gardener, so I am thinking about the plants, I dream about the plants, I want to construct different gardens. I am in the path of exploring that expression to create certain beauty, to create my garden. So I'm constantly thinking about it. If I were not a meditator, that it will take over and I will be frantic about the gardening and I need to, right? But I know how to shift it off and on. So if I need to know the different species or to know certain information that the plant kingdom want to tell me, I need to get involved. And of course, the physical body get involved, the emotion, the passion, the excitement get involved, and the mind, creative mind, start to get involved as well. So that is a direct kind of energy that is trying to complete itself, to complete the gestalt. So now after, 10 years or so, I recognize it, no, I don't need this incredible big garden. I have complete the lesson that I needed, my gift towards the plant kingdom, the understanding and relation to my body, and there were so many beautiful lessons I learned in that. So I got patient with my loop thinking in the gardening aspect. So that's something you just need to be patient. Second is that you're sleeping on something that you have not recognized that is important for you. It's not necessarily thought process, but it's some preferences you have. For example, have you noticed that you may have a preference to, especially man, I'm talking because I have a dear friend who loves to watch war movies and is so engaged in the history and Second War and it's just so passionate. It's the way that it relaxes itself. But it's a loop. It happening is not torturing, but is happening. And it's the same thing when you eat, the preference that you want to eat the same things, visit the same places, be with the same people, look, or even the way you dress. All that is a loop that if you repeat, it's because you want to solve something in your soul level or in your personality level. You want to understand something. When you are free of those loops, either in the small scale, in the mind, in the emotion, in the physical body, in the soul, then you don't, the energy field have less whirlpools, if I can put it that way, that take you to a different place, right? If you can imagine, it's just the flow and then there's the whirlpools that are looping, and if you pay too much attention, whoop, you go down, and either in the depths of that, and you don't know why. Rather is just to go through the loops. Spiritually is observe the loop in a larger scale or small scale, and just simply know that you in reality don't need to solve anything. You don't give the importance to knowing. You know that you are learning it, but when it's unconscious, it becomes the loop. That's the third part. It's just when you are not conscious, it becomes just a loop. When you are just saying, I will learn it in my own time, then it becomes a joy. It becomes a path. It becomes something that you look forward, that you're learning from, rather than just being trapped unconsciously in one way of thinking, in one way of feeling, etc. Life will take care of it. Have you noticed, some people come into your life and stay for friends or something for a certain time, and they go away? That's finished. Life take care of what you don't need, and it gives you what you need when you need it. That empowers your own creator, because you at the end are creating something more effectively, something less looping. You are creating something more efficient, and of course more satisfaction on that. Now, looping most of the time happens in the background. You have certain self-knowledge, self-judgment about yourself. Something that either you inherited from other people, or you feel that you're incomplete. So you start looking for information, and then the loop starts. Coming back to the example of the war, this person, this friend, when a child, the parents were in the Second War, so the type of wanting or understand how that works, or how it creates safety, or how to navigate on that, it was unfinished in the psyche of the child. So it remained in that. But when it's being told, you're safe, the war is over, you don't need to do anything about it, then it's finished, right? So you have to observe these two things. One is the mind wanting to solve something that is needed to function in your plane and to feel safe. And the other one is you don't really need to solve it. In its own accord, you will gain the consciousness why you are preferring certain things, and why it's okay to let go of certain fashion, of certain styles, certain friends, certain family. It's the flow that is the more important. So looping can be very deranging of your energy, of your psyche energy, and you do need that energy to sharpen your perception, to know more about reality instead. So if the river have too many loops, then it's tumultuous. You say that in English? Tumultuous. So the navigation doesn't need to be that hard. We know how painful it is when we worry, right? We start looping and looping and looping, and we cannot get out. But I give you a tip. You get out of looping when you increase your prana, when you are trying to get out of one dimension So you just do some pranayama, some breathing, some meditation, some exercise, and then the loop you start rising above the loop. Thank you so much. Hopefully this is helpful, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.